Hello students, welcome to Study Live. Now today we are going to solve previous year's question papers. That is what all questions are very important. We are going to do that. I know सब लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, MST CT का preparation कर रहे हैं, but there are few questions which is very important which you should not forget to solve. Right students? Now let us start with. So देखते हैं first question. Okay. Here is the first question. Now as you can see here, यहाँ पे देखो ऑब्जेक्ट क्या दिया है, डिस्क. ठीक है, सो रिमेंबर दी मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द डिस्क, डू नॉट फॉरगेट दैट. ठीक है, यहाँ पे रेडियस क्या दिया है, उसका डिस्क का रेडियस है और थिकनेस दिया है. दैट मीन्स एक डिस्क है जिसका थिकनेस जो है r/6 एंड रेडियस इज r. दिस इज व्हाट इज मेंशन ओवर हियर. नाउ इन दिस केस इट इज सेड दैट एंड इसका मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया क्या है, I. सो डू यू रिमेंबर व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ डिस्क? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ डिस्क इज mr²/2. So do not forget this value. Now let us see that after that it is said that the disk is melted and recast into a solid sphere. That means that disk is converted into solid sphere. So what do you understand? यहाँ से क्या मान पड़ेगा? That volume of sphere is what? Equal to volume of disk. Okay? एक point तो यहाँ से directly मिल गया. Okay, now let us substitute the values over here. उसके बाद में find out क्या करना है? What you have to find out? Moment of inertia of sphere about diameter. That means you have to find out moment of inertia of sphere. Okay. Now let us write the volume of sphere. Volume of sphere क्या होता है? That is 4/3 pi r cube. तो radius वहाँ पे r है, तो we are going to use here r1. Okay, which is equal to volume of disk क्या होता है? Area into thickness. Okay, and what is area? Pi r² is the area and thickness कितना दिया है? r/6. So students, this is what we got. Now after using this part you can of course cancel everything. So r1 cube is equal to होता है r³ / 6 into 3/4. Correct? After solving this part r1 cube is equal to यहाँ पे कैंसिल हो जाएगा. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स यू आर गेटिंग व्हाट, r³ / 8. सो यहाँ से डायरेक्टली व्हाट वी कैन राइट स्टूडेंट्स, r1 विल बी व्हाट, r/2. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट यहाँ से मिल गया r का वैल्यू. वंस यू गॉट r1 देन मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ स्फीयर तो बहुत इजी हो गया है. मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ स्फीयर के लिए क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे, ओके, वंस यू गेट r1 इज इक्वल टू r/2, नाउ इट इज वेरी इजी, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ स्फीयर. सो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ स्फीयर स्टूडेंट्स, इट इज I1 विल बी व्हाट, 2/5 mr², r1². तो यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे फाइनली. सो 2/5 m, r1 वैल्यू इज व्हाट, r/2, तो कितना हो गया, r²/4. तो यहाँ से हमको मिल जाएगा 1/5 I1, I वैल्यू, isn't it? बिकॉज I वैल्यू कितना है, mr²/4. तो इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपको ये मिल जाएगा विच इज द करेक्ट आंसर, दैट इज A वैल्यू. ओके, I/5. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ लेट अस गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. As you can see here, next question again is very important. Look at this. In this question, there are two wires of same length, same material. Once it is said, same length का मतलब क्या होता है कि L1 is equal to L2. ये लेंथ का वैल्यू हो गया. ठीक है, मटेरियल मतलब वायर का मटेरियल, दैट इज यंग्स मॉडुलस वैल्यू इज सेम. सो ये कौन से टॉपिक से रिलेटेड है, इलास्टिसिटी पार्ट से, that is mechanical properties of solids में आ गया. and then it is stretched by the same force, that means again force is also same. ये सारे डेटा you should understand properly, so reading should be very fast. एक चीज ध्यान में रखना कि फास्ट रीडिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, देन आफ्टर दैट डायमीटर्स आर गिवन. डायमीटर्स मतलब क्या हो गया, रेशियो ऑफ रेडियस. सो आई कैन से इंस्टेड ऑफ डायमीटर्स डायरेक्टली रेशियो ऑफ रेडियस लिख सकते हो. कितना दिया हुआ है, 1/3. ये डेटा भी मिल गया यहाँ से. एंड उसके बाद में क्या पूछा है, रेशियो ऑफ स्ट्रेन एनर्जी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम. अभी इसके लिए ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा स्ट्रेन एनर्जी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम का फॉर्मूला क्या यूज होगा. यहाँ पे देखो ये सारे फैक्टर्स सेम है, राइट. सो स्ट्रेन एनर्जी डिनोटेड बाय U, स्ट्रेन एनर्जी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम, इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है, दैट इज हाफ स्ट्रेस स्क्वायर अपॉन y. ये फॉर्मूला हम यूज करेंगे. अगर आपने पढ़ा होगा तो ये सारे फॉर्मूले ध्यान में होने चाहिए, राइट. सो ये रेशियो निकालेंगे यहाँ पे. अभी ये फॉर्मूला में यू कैन सी दैट यंग्स मॉडुलस सेम है, तो इसको निकाल देंगे. ठीक है, और स्ट्रेस क्या होता है, बेसिकली फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. ठीक है। नाउ स्ट्रेस इज नथिंग बट, बिकॉज यहाँ से शॉर्टकट में हम लोग इजीली निकाल सकते हैं, स्ट्रेस इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, फोर्स अपॉन एरिया, तो फोर्स भी तो सेम है। ओके, आफ्टर नोइंग दिस, तो यहाँ से स्ट्रेस क्या हो गया, प्रोपोर्शनल टू 1/r² हो गया। सो आई कैन यूज एनर्जी डेंसिटी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू r⁴ आ जाएगा, बिकॉज स्ट्रेस का स्क्वायर है, ठीक है, तो वो यूज करेंगे हम। देन यहाँ पे रेशियो हम लिख सकते हैं u1/u2 क्या हो जाएगा फिर, r2⁴ अपॉन r1⁴. This is what the relation we got directly, right students? So once you understand all the concept, ये वाला part बहुत easy हो जाएगा. So ratio क्या मिलेगा हमको, we will get it as, देखो भाई r2/r1 का वैल्यू देखो कितना है, we have written over here, है ना, ये पार्ट है। r2/r1 क्या लिखेंगे, 3, so 3⁴ हो जाएगा, बराबर है, which is equal to 81. So that means answer will be 81:1, which is the option D part, right students? Now let us solve the next question, again very important question, let us see that. Okay, अब ये next question यहाँ पे आ गया, ये भी entirely different question है, as you can see here, simple pendulum के बारे में है, ठीक है। simple pendulum याद है अगर, तो simple pendulum is nothing but is the thread attached to a bob and this is the pendulum part, and ये हो गया ये extreme position और ये हो गया mean position. This is the angular displacement theta, this is the height h, we can say L, right? Okay, now in this case we can say that, यहाँ पे और क्या पूछा हुआ है, ये तो हो गया पेंडुलम के बारे में, फिर यहाँ पे पूछा है कि length has maximum angular displacement, that means when the body is taken here with the maximum angular displacement, okay, then you have to find out the kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy. So students, maximum kinetic energy basically जब simple pendulum है attached to the thread, okay, so it has which energy, potential energy. When it starts oscillating, that is converted into kinetic energy, so we can have that value. Okay, once you understand this simple pendulum part, now let us start with, to get maximum kinetic energy कौन से position पे होगा pendulum में, kinetic energy will be maximum at mean position, right? So mean position पे maximum होगा, तो kinetic energy is nothing but what, converted in the form of what, potential energy. Then potential energy क्या होता है, mgh. So what we can have, extreme position पे अगर हम देखेंगे तो cos theta, ठीक है, cos theta we can take it as what, अब adjacent मतलब h/L, adjacent upon hypo, right? So we can use this. So this same thing I can write it as mg, okay, initially mean position पे है तो क्या आएगा, L, because h is what, same as the length of the pendulum, then minus when it is going to the far away from the mean position, so it becomes what, mg L cos theta, correct, because यहाँ पे h का value क्या आ जाता है, L cos theta, right? So this is how the value will change. तो यहाँ पे क्या मिल जाता है, mg L common हो गया, 1 minus cos theta. That means maximum kinetic energy of the simple pendulum will be mgl bracket 1 minus cos theta, which is the correct option here, that is C is the correct option, right students? So this is what we got for this. Again this is the difficult one question. Now let us go for the next one. Now let us see this here. Here it is given that the observer moves towards the stationary source. When we say stationary source, meaning Vs, speed of the source is 0, right? And then with the velocity V1 and the apparent frequency, we have to find out. When it is moving towards, what is the formula for apparent frequency? Basically you must have studied like this formula, and towards meaning what, will be plus upon V minus Vs, but Vs is 0, so we will be having this particular formula. But here you can see, here frequency is denoted by what, F1, apparent frequency. So I will write this as F1 is equal to, okay, other frequency, let me write this as natural frequency as F, V plus V1 upon V. This is what is the equation number 1. And the second case you can see here, the apparent frequency is F2, and here observer moves away. Observer moves away. So we will be having the next formula, F2 will be F, away meaning minus, okay. So this is the second part. After getting this, Of course, here you can see F1 upon F2, that means we have to take the ratio of it. So we will take the ratio F1 upon F2, correct? F1 upon F2. After this cancellation everything, we will get what? V plus V1 upon V minus V1, right? And what we have to find out is V upon V1 we have to find out. So what I will do here, F1 upon F2 is given how much? 2. Okay, that means 2 upon 1, we can just cross multiply, we will get V plus V1 is equal to 2V minus 2V1. Okay, so just bring it together, so we get here 3V1 is equal to V, right? So just substitute the value, divide it, so V by V1, how much we are getting here? 3. So 3 is the correct answer, that is B part, right students? Now let us solve the next different question. Okay, here two objects are given, ring and disc, both are rolling, right? Both are rolling on the horizontal surface, and you have to find out kinetic energy of the disc and kinetic energy of the ring is given to you. Okay, this is what the question is. So what we can have, kinetic energy of disc you have to find out, and kinetic energy of ring is given to you. Why I am taking ratio? Because many of the here data is given very less, so we can cancel it out. Okay, radius and ring both, disc and ring both are having what? Same radius, everything is given same here in this case. Okay, now what is the formula for kinetic energy of rolling body? It is half mv square 1 plus k square upon r square. As nothing is mentioned, meaning what? Radius both is same. Okay, and velocity, linear velocity is also given as same. Okay, divide by half mv square 1 plus k, we can write k1 and k2. Why I am writing k1 and k2 here? Because here radius of gyration will be different, because shape is different over here. Okay, so rest everything is cancelled. So what I am getting here is 1 plus k. What is the radius of gyration of disc? Radius of gyration of disc is r square by k square value will be what? R square by 2 upon r square. This is what the value is upon. Here radius of gyration of the ring, this all will be cancelled. Okay, so it is 1 plus ring is k square value is what? R square. Okay, for radius of gyration for the ring. Then solve this further, we get here this part will be what? Cancelled. So we get 1 plus half upon 1 plus 1. So it comes out to be how much? 3 by 2 upon 2, that is 3 by 4. This is what the ratio I am getting. But I have to find out kinetic energy of disc, and ring is given. So it comes out to be 3 by 4 into kinetic energy of ring is given how much? It is given as 4 joules. Okay, so I am writing here 4. It comes out to be how much? 3 joules. That means the kinetic energy of disc is 3 joules, which is the A option. Let us see the next question over here. The value of gravitational acceleration g at a height above the earth's surface is g by 4. That means one value, g value is given as g acceleration due to gravity at a surface, and at a height, that means g suffix h is given as g by 4. This is what the information is given to you. So you have to find out the relation. Now let us see that. What is the formula for gh upon g? This is the formula, that is r upon r plus h, the whole square. Okay, we can just substitute the values over here. So gh is what? G by 4. So I can write g by 4, and then g value is there. Okay, that is equal to r square upon, of course, whole square, r plus h. So we can write it like this, cancelling everything. Now we are going to take square root. So it will be easy to solve. It will be 1 by 2 r upon r plus h square root. So we get here r plus h is equal to 2r. So h is equal to 2r, h is equal to what? R. Okay, that means the height at which the g value will be, g by 4 will be h is equal to r, that is A option. Right students? Now let us go for the next one. Now in this case also, here these are all questions. Once you know the formula, it is very easy to solve. Here it is vertical circular motion. Once you remember the vertical circular motion, that means at the highest point, at the lowest point we can find out, okay. And you have to find out the kinetic energy at highest point to the lowest point. That means you have to find out kinetic energy, okay, at highest point upon kinetic energy at lowest point. This is what is asked, right? Now for kinetic energy formula is what? Half m v square. V h will be there, okay, for the highest point velocity, and it will be half m v l square. Everything will be cancelled. But what is the v h value? It is root r g. So squaring will be what? R g. And what is v l? It is root 5 r g. So squaring will be what? 5 r g. So you get here 1 by 5, correct, which is equal to 0.2, right students? So this is the answer, that is 0.2, correct? So students, we have solved important questions. Now many more important questions are there. So in the next video we are going to solve rest of the questions, right, which is of course very important and has been asked in the previous year's papers, right students? So wait for the video and do a lot of practice at home. Don't forget to do that. Wish you all the best for the exam. Thank you.